Welcome to 3 Cups of Fun. My name is Zach Bain, and I'll be your host. In this episode, we'll show you how to make the famous Napoleon dessert with pastry cream. And now I'd like to introduce you to the other 2 Cups of Fun. To my right is my sister and sous chef Veronica Bain, and next to her is my mom, Chef Nancy Bain.
Thank you, Zach. In our last episode, we made fresh fruit tarts, but ran out of time in making the pastry cream. So in this episode, we'll start with a pastry cream demo, a key ingredient in the Napoleon or millefeuille dessert, as they say in France. So we have our milk already ready here. It's about to boil here, and I've already scraped out the vanilla bean and stuck that inside. So we're just picking up where we left off. We had our 5 egg yolks in here, and we just added 1/3 of a cup of sugar in the milk and 1/3 of a cup of sugar into the eggs. And so, Veronica, you want to go ahead and whisk that? And so you have the 5 yolks with the 1/3 cup sugar, and now we're going to add 5 tablespoons of cornstarch. Okay. You just keep mixing, and I will add that in. There's 1. And 2. 3.
I love pastry cream.
4. I got 1 more. And you want to keep an eye on your milk, make sure it doesn't overboil. That can be a big mess. All right, last one. Okay, so now we've got the cornstarch going. Okay, do you need a little help? Okay. All right, so we're just mixing the cornstarch with the egg yolks and the 1/3 cup sugar. And I'm keeping an eye on that milk. And it looks like it's bubbling a little bit, so we're good. So go ahead and you take that, and I'm going to just very slowly pour in the milk. This is called tempering. So be careful, baby. Just going to pour a little bit at a time.
What's that in
We
the
wanted
milk?
Vanilla.
Oh.
Keep quick. So we don't want scrambled eggs, so we're gonna keep whisking this quickly while you very slowly pour in the milk. And that is how we temper it, so we don't get a big mess of scrambled eggs. It's okay, the vanilla is gonna fall in little clumps, and that's okay. Okay, and then once it's incorporated, you can start pouring the milk a little bit faster, and even dump the whole vanilla bean in there. Boom. Yeah. Turn that off.
Vanilla beans.
Okay. Oh, and then actually, we do need to dump it back in here. Okay, and so then we're gonna pour this all back into the pot, and you just cook it until it thickens, including the vanilla bean. Just dump that right in there. So this makes a custard called pastry cream. It's sweet, it's delicious, it's got vanilla in it. Who doesn't like vanilla custard, right?
I like vanilla ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream, yeah, I know.
My favorite.
So this is going to thicken up real quick here. And once it's thick, we're going to pour it onto a prepared sheet that it's lined with saran wrap or plastic wrap. And then you need to chill it in the fridge for at least 20 minutes after that. I'm just mixing it until it gets thick. And we have some that's already made, that's been chilled in the fridge and so on. And Zach, can you go get that out of the fridge for me, bud?
Okay.
The pastry cream that's chilled in the fridge. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to just pour this into our pan as soon as it's thick enough. And Zach will bring us our pastry cream that's been already chilled so that we can assemble our Napoleon. Okay. And it's starting to thicken. You can see cornstarch is doing its work to thicken our pastry cream. Okay. it's not quite ready. We're just going to give it another few seconds here. And so basically a Napoleon is made with puff pastry, and I'm going to show you how to treat the puff pastry. We're going to dock the dough. Thank you, Zach.
This is really cold.
It is cold. It should be cold.
In the fridge.
I didn't want to keep that out, have it all warm and stuff. That'd be gross. Pastry cream is something you want to keep chilled in the fridge for a while until you're ready to use it. All right. So that is looking thicker and more beautiful and delicious. What do you guys think of pastry cream? Yum?
It's really good.
2 thumbs up? Yeah.
Especially yours.
Oh, thank you, Zach. That's nice. Okay. Still looking a little bit thin. Give it a little more time.
The first time I made pastry cream, I was so surprised how thick it got because before it was like really
hard
runny.
to stir, right?
Yeah, it was really running before I mixed it in the pot, and I was like, what, magic?
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? It's like kitchen chemistry at work here. So you can see why we ran out of time, because sometimes pastry cream, the milk just takes forever to warm up. But we got all of our elements in here, and it's almost done. All right, and we're going to talk a little bit about the history of the Napoleon in a second. Okay, you can see the little black, I don't know if you can get a close-up of this, but all the little black specks, or dark brown, that's the vanilla bean. So it's full of that rich vanilla flavor, and I use Madagascar vanilla beans. Ah, here we go. See how thick that's looking? Now it's looking good. Okay, we are good. This looks delicious. So now it's a thick pudding, and I'm going to pour it in our pan here, lined with plastic wrap. Mm. And the vanilla bean is in there somewhere. And that's good. You just leave it in there until you're ready to use it. So we're going to put this in the fridge and chill the pastry cream in the fridge. Oh, here it is. It's still stuck in the pan. But, okay. There we go. Set that down there. Okay, and then you want to cover it with the plastic wrap, like so. And just press it down on the top, and that way you don't form a skin. Excuse me. You don't want to get that skin on the top. That's gross.
It's gross.
Yeah, that's gross. Okay, so that's ready to be refrigerated. We're going to just set it down here. Okay, and then the done one is here. And so this is after it's been chilled in the fridge. And so what you want to do with this is put it back in a bowl and whisk it up. So this was our pastry cream bowl. We can just use the same bowl. Dump it back in here. There we go. 1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6.
Flop. Okay. Can you whisk that for me, babe? Okay. So you just want to kind of smooth out the lumps and whisk that really good before you start using it in anything. Atta girl. Get all those lumpy lumps out. Put this down here. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, Mel. You can step aside. Okay. Now, before we assemble our Napoleon, I just have to explain a little bit of the history of the Napoleon dessert. There is a common misconception that this dessert is named after Napoleon Bonaparte from France. the most likely origin, although there was some debate, is that this dessert was made in Naples, Italy. Also the origin of pizza. In France, when they refer to something being made in Naples, they say Napolitain. Over the years, it was associated with the Emperor Napoleon, most likely because of the similarity to his name. You know how the rumor grows, right, guys? So as a result, rumors that a Swedish chef made this dessert for Napoleon were started, as well as rumors that Napoleon ate this dessert so much that they named it after him. People have also speculated that the design on top resembles the letter N. Of course, that could mean Naples. Whatever the true origin of this famous dessert, it has inspired chefs around the world to make a variety of versions of this. In France, it is known as millefeuille, meaning 1,000 leaves or 1,000 sheets, as in layers of puff pastry. There are now numerous savory versions, including using potatoes and goat cheese, or chicken and avocados. There's even a recipe for Napoleon French toast. So sit back, get inspired, and please let us know, what kind of Napoleon would you like to make? Okay, so now we're going to get started. So first, I'm going to bring this over here.
What's that?
This is our puff pastry dough. And so you want to make sure it's thawed out for a good 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes before you start working with it. You can buy this in any grocery store in the frozen section. And even in restaurants, they use the frozen sheets of puff pastry. I've worked in restaurants, in French restaurants no less, where they use the frozen puff pastry. No shame in that. So we need to dock the dough, and as you can see, it's already been tri-folded, and we need 3 sections, so it's perfect. So I just need the fork. You don't have the fork, do you? Okay, that would be helpful. Okay, here we go. Ha! Ta-da! Got my fork. Okay, so you want to dock the dough. This is just like you're lining the bottom of a pie or something, you know, you have to poke the little holes. So we're going to do that in the puff pastry and just poke holes all the way down. You're going to do this in rows, and I'm going to try to do it fast so you don't fall asleep. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use my bionic powers. Right? Or not.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish, right?
Right.
Like a dream, can't I? Okay, so we're docking the dough. That's what this is calling. Poking holes in the dough. So much fun. Yay. Okay. Ta-da. Okay. That's how we do that. And then there's a trick to this. We're going to actually, when you bake it, you want to put another layer of the parchment paper, and then you want to stack a sheet on top. And as you can see, I have one that's already done. And so this is going to be our first Napoleon. This baked for about 15 minutes, and then I had to flip it over and bake it for another 10. I don't know if my oven wasn't hot enough, but it didn't bake as quickly as normal. And that happens. You just have to make sure that it's golden brown. That is the key. Golden brown, GB. Okay, there we go. So, pizza cutter. This is the easiest way to cut this. Where are we? Okay. And so, I'm gonna slice that. See, it makes a nice slice. So great to have one of these, very handy. And so then you have 3 pieces to work with. All right. And so for our first layer, Veronica, do you want to do the first layer for us? Okay. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Okay.
Forgot the butter.
I know, again. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and actually, yeah, we can spread the pastry cream on the bottom layer here. Do you want to do that? That's kind of like building a lasagna. You're building layers. So the bottom layer You have pastry cream, and then we're gonna stack another piece of the puff pastry on there, and then more pastry cream. All right, good job, baby. Okay, maybe just a tiny bit more, and then let's stack.
No, it's okay.
Okay, well, just a little bit right there, a little sparse. Okay, and all the way out to the corners there too. Okay, and then we're gonna stack another piece on top.
Boom.
Boom. Do you want to try it, Zach?
Hmm.
Just kind of spread that out. Remove this. Stick this in here. There we go. Okay. Great.
Great, yeah. Fabulous.
Need some help?
Okay.
Yes, I do, because I didn't
That's
know
fine.
I'd have to do that.
That's fine. Okay, and then if it runs off the edge, you just kind of scrape it like that. And we have not made our icing yet, so we're going to do that next. This is the top layer. The top layer, you're going to use icing, and so Veronica, you want to help me make some icing?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the icing, we have 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. Let's see. And this is 1/2 cup. So, Veronica, do you want to get the almond extract?
Yeah.
We're going to use almond extract because the vanilla extract is actually a little bit dark. Like literally it's brown. And we want our icing to be white. So that's why we're going to use almond extract. It's optional depending on what flavors you like. Some people don't like almond extract. So. Okay, so we're done with the powdered sugar. There we go.
Looks like a snowball.
Okay, and we just need a couple of tablespoons of milk. Probably could have used a bigger bowl.
Yep.
Just a little bit bigger.
Oh, well.
Okay. 2 tablespoons should be enough. Put that under there. Okay. And then we have, do you want to do the 1 teaspoon of the almond extract for me?
Sure.
Right one. And I'm just going to start stirring this a little bit. Awesome. Yeah, that gives it a much better consistency. So, okay.
What?
Could probably use a bigger bowl, not be so messy. Okay, so this is the top icing. And if it seems a little thick, you can add a little bit more milk, which is why the recipe calls for 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk. Because this looks a little thick, huh, baby?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do maybe just like 1/2 tablespoon, not quite a full one.
I want to eat this so bad right now.
It looks good, huh?
You're just like,
It's like, no.
There we go.
Thank you.
Just incorporate all that powdered sugar in there, and it smells like almond extract. Doesn't that smell good?
yeah.
I love that smell.
I can't smell it.
Oh,
You wanna
well.
Smell?
It does.
Okay. Okay, and so this is our icing that goes on top. And so I'm just gonna spread this. Oh, the whole thing is sliding, huh?
Oh,
I know. So I'm just gonna hold it. My hands are clean.
Adventure.
Okay, so we're just gonna spread that on here. Beautiful. And then we have our chocolate. So the chocolate we just melted in the microwave, and we put it in that little squeeze bottle. So that should be good to go.
Squeeze bottle.
There we go.
Oh,
You
now I
want to
really smell it.
get the corners there.
Smells good.
I know, you guys get to eat this. And then I'm going to make a savory Napoleon if I have time. Hopefully I'll have time. Okay.
Looking good.
Looking good, looking good. Okay. Here we go. Yum. Okay. So here's the fun part. Right?
The 3 cups of fun part.
That's right. Okay, please be cold enough to. And oh no! Okay, I think we just need to heat this up for a second. And while this is heating up, I'm just going to talk about doing a savory version. We're going to just do 20 seconds in the microwave. Boom. Okay. And so, a savory version. I have another cooked puff pastry for you. All ready to go. We're going to use our pizza cutter for that. I see that, Zach. Okay. There we go. Oops. And there. I just wanted to get that ready. Thank you. Okay. What? Do you want to try it?
No, it's okay.
You can try it, babe. Sorry. Or, okay, so it probably needs to be a little more melty than that. Well, it seems to be working now.
Looks like a zebra.
It's awful when it sputters like that.
It does.
It happens in cake decorating too. Okay, so you just want to make some lines like that. And then I had a toothpick here and my toothpick has disappeared.
It's escaped. Catch it.
Luckily I have a whole other box.
What?
What?
Sorcery.
Okay, so you just want to drag your toothpick like that. And like
Ooh.
that.
I like that
Back
design.
and forth, back and forth. Yum, right? Oop. That one's just
Fancy.
a little bit globbity gloopity.
Except for that part.
Sign quarter.
But
Yeah. Aside from that
Cream
part, we'll
soda.
just cover up that part. But that is a classic Napoleon for you. And do you guys want to? You guys don't want to eat it, do you?
What?
The agony.
What? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh no.
This part is actually, you can take that part.
You know what?
Okay. And so, the best way to cut this is with a serrated knife. And we were going to cut some of this ahead of time, right? And we didn't do that.
Oops.
Okay, so it's going to get a little bit messy, but it's still delicious. Thank you.
Still delicious.
You're welcome.
I wasn't talking to you.
Okay.
Yeah. She was talking to me.
Stop.
Hammer time.
And then you want to just clean your knife between things if you can. I have a towel down here, so I'm just trying to clean off the knife a little bit. Okay. Just wipe the knife so that you can get a good clean cut. And there we go. Okay, you guys might have to fight for that fork. I think there's just one.
Uh-oh. Where?
Right there. Oh. Okay, they're already fighting for the fork. Here we go.
No, it wasn't a fight.
Okay, you can try it. Okay, so I'm going to make a savory Napoleon too. Okay, and so what I'd like to make for you is my own version of, it's kind of a twist on a caprese salad.
That's not how you're
And so we're going to use fresh mozzarella. And you just want to layer these like you're making a lasagna, okay? So it's all about the layers. I've got some tomatoes, some fresh basil. Whoop, don't need that. Okay. And then we're just going to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil.
It's good.
This is
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. We're just going to drizzle. And I have some balsamic. I personally like my caprese with a little balsamic. Thank you, babe. Okay. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, and then another piece. And more tomatoes. Oops. Actually, we're going to do the mozzarella first. More mozzarella and then more tomatoes. Okay. A little more olive oil, a little more balsamic. Okay. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper for a little bit of seasoning. Fresh ground pepper, fresh ground salt. Okay? And then you can stack one more on top. And where's that knife? Thank you.
I don't even like tomatoes as that. That's good to me.
Yeah, it tastes good. And so this is delicious. You can just pick it up with your hands like a sandwich. Mmm. 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 Thank you. Delicious. Okay. I just want to thank our sponsors, the International Culinary Center and the Milk Pail Market. This show is made possible because of your generous sponsorship. Thank you, thank you. And a special thanks, of course, to our viewers like you. We'll see you next time.
We enjoyed showing you how to make this classic Napoleon dessert with delicious pastry cream. Please like our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/3cupsofFun, and feel free to post your comments and suggestions. Until next time, I'm Zach Bain, your host with 3 Cups of Fun.